Please subscribe and click on the little notification bell so you don't miss any of my future videos. And now I have a bell collection, which is my favorite. Let me just show you real quick these bells. So the bells that I love, they're glass, and they always have the clanger. It has a clanger in the middle of it. And that's the ones I love and I collect. So this box is almost complete. It was missing two, so I put 2 old walnuts. You can tell old Christmas decorations because of the little top bit here. Sometimes they're different. And I love having these old boxes so I can keep them in here, and I will display them like that. So this is one of the tree toppers, and I keep this one for my bell tree, and I have a tree that's dedicated just for bells. Here's the bell tree, and I'm just going to put this topper on it now. It just goes on like that. There, so it is complete. I've got my little tree topper bell. I put the bird back on. He's always on there every time. And I just love the variety of all of these little bells and the different types and the shapes, and they all make a little sound. I mean, it's not like a real bell, but it's not too bad. And obviously when I'm working on the tree, it makes a lot of noise when I do that. But I think it's really pretty. Some of these are really old. They're like, even probably that one's had a bit of heat from a candle on it as well. So I'll just take you around here. It's just so pretty. So some of my favorite things are when I find these old boxes in the Christmas decorations, and I just am like, wow, I can't believe how long this has lasted. It's just so beautiful in its original box, and I actually like to display it like that. Let's see this one. Okay, so this didn't come like this, but I've put the collection of all the houses and churches in there. So I think that looks really cool on a display as well. So I just put it in its lid, and I'll put it up somewhere. But the other thing I love are these old glass, they're blown glass strands, and they're quite rare to find because they would break and people wouldn't save them. So those are always fun if I get those. And here's my Pinecone Collection box, but I love the packaging on that box as well. I have some more toppers in here, but I don't think I'm going to be able to fit them in on top of the display. Have a quick look and see what's in here. So these are just old. It's like they came like that. See another box. Let's see what's in that. I love these old candles. I know they're all wonky, but they just don't make them like that anymore, you know, so it's kind of nice. I put that as well for display. Oh yeah, I remember this one. I don't think it's that old, but it's fun. It's got like a pipe cleaner top on it. So one of the other things I love about Christmas is it's almost as much fun unpacking it as Christmas itself. But look who's looking at me in here. So this I love. This is my Santa. I have a Santa collection as well. And I mean, what fun is it just to pull all these things out? So these are actually these are used for candy. So they would come filled with candy. But I love, he has a sneaky, very suspicious look about him. And up here in the corner, I'm going to show you, I've made, one year and I had all my Christmas decorations. I put all my Santas together and I took a photograph, and I've made, what is it called? With spoon flour, I ordered some wrapping paper with it, and I think it came out great. So when I put them together, this one, he always has like a sneaky suspicious look about him. But this one, they both had candy in them, and this one, the bottom would drop out there, and this would be filled with candy. It's been flocked, so that's what it's made out of. and it would be filled with candy. And I think they're just really fun. What I love is when I'm going junking and I find a Santa. I think I'm going to miss out this year because of COVID. Everything's shut. But I obviously have enough. So there's some more Santas in there, as you can see, peeking around. They're like little gnomes. There's another one. Oh, this one's nice as well. It's actually a water globe, and he's got a deer around his shoulders. So I like to put all my Santas together. I have this temporary display area here, and I'll probably move all of this away, and I'll put all my Santas and things along here. So, and then this, I didn't know what this was either, and it ended up being metal stars. They're all handmade. They're made out of like a aluminum, and you would put them around candles, and then it would hold the candles. But they're all handmade. It's so beautiful. There's like a whole box full. I found 2 of them, so that's nice. And the old ones like this. I should point out, the reason I started collecting old decorations was because of this one. So when I got married, my mom gave me my favorite decoration, which I'll find and show you later. And she said, do you want to have this one? This is just old. It's one of the ones she had from the beginning of her marriage in 1952. And I've always been afraid to break it. And every year I would put it on the tree and I'd be like, oh my goodness, I'm going to break it. It's so delicate. And I honestly, when I was at the flea market or one of the charity shops once, and I found similar ones, you know, like this, and I thought, oh, I'll get that in case I break it. And I just, of course, as a collector, you just start getting more and more. And I love these ones. I mean, look how deep that goes in. That's pretty deep. It's unusual. They usually don't go in that deep. They usually go in like maybe, well, that's pretty deep too, but the new ones, they don't go in so deep. And I love it. I love finding these old ones. This one is probably newer. You can tell because of this at the top. And it's a bit heavier, so it's thicker. And you know you can't tell that from the video. But this one is newer as well. But I love this sort of acorns and walnuts. I think those are really fun. The walnut ones as well. And then these lantern ones, those are old too. I just think they're really fun. Just simple ones. Even just something like that. It's just, I don't know why. I just think it's so amazing that these have survived. And of course in my dollhouse, on permanent display, I have my teapots and my coffee pots. So I have 5 of them and I'm so proud. So obviously I think the teapot is the fat one. And then I have 3 coffee pots with the spouts. And then I have this one, which is an urn, but it's in the same style. So it's hand-blown glass. And I just leave them there all the time. They kind of go with the theme of the dollhouse. And then I have a few other Christmas display bits as well. I've got a Santa up there, some acorns, and I've got some Christmas trees. And then I've got my little collection of very, very, very old mica covered snowmen. And that's a snowman that had, no, that's a Santa that had candy in it. So it opens up inside as well. And this is old because it's not red, so I think that's a good sign. And I've got this old decoration here. I think I've just put a little bit of them everywhere. Let me just show you again over here. So in here I've got some unusual ones. I thought that was a mushroom when I first got it, but I realized it's a lamp. And this is another lamp here. And of course it's fine in the dollhouse. And then I've got an old apple decoration here, which I've just left. And this is probably the most valuable decoration I have. Let me bring it over here in the light. So this one is the ugliest thing you've ever seen, but it's so ugly it's beautiful. and it is a cotton, wire wrapped, I would say a sheep. And the reason that it's valuable is it's rare, because who would want that? They would probably have thrown it out, so there's not that many of them left, and it's quite rare. And I found the information in one of my Christmas books, so that's why I know that. And I have my list of Christmas books here. So here are my Christmas books, and it's really great because I can get pricing on them and find out how rare they are and where they were made. So some other items of interest that I've seen. This I absolutely love. I don't know if you can see that, but it says Noël Nouvel An on the ribbon, and this has never been used. 12 meters. Isn't that cute on the original packaging? And this little box, I was like, what's in that? And I actually bought it, and I think it was missing one, and I had one at home already. These are little plastic angels, and I think they also have mica on them. So I think that one's missing a little string. That might be the one I had already at home, but the other ones have like a little wing and a string on them. But I love that it's a complete set now, and it's in its original box. And then in here I've also got these. They're plastic, but you know, they're really fun. They do have a certain age to them. I found, I think it was like 5 pieces. I don't know where they are. Yeah, I think I have 5 of them. But that's very 1960s, I would say. Then I have a whole bunch of candles, and I'm assuming these are all Christmas candles. They could be birthday candles, but I just love the packaging. I just think it's really fun as well. This one is obviously Christmas. This is also Christmas candles. These are hooks, so it's just for the packaging I love. And then I found 2 of these. These are ceramic dishes, and they must have been the nativity scene. It's just like a little candy box. It probably came filled with candies. So it was a souvenir from the Cantonal Hospital for Christmas 1957, Geneva. So here's the second one. And this is also Geneva, 1957. So we're in the middle of putting it up. I'll show you what it looks like in a minute, but I just wanted to show you, I found the decoration. So this is the one I was talking about. It was, my mom gave it to me when I got married, and she said this was your favorite decoration when you were a little girl. And it's the ugliest thing you've ever seen. It's plastic. It's been broken a million times. I've had to hot glue it together, but I got to put it on the tree now. Okay, we finished decorating, and now it's the time of truth. Woo! That looks pretty good. But it looks great. Glows. It's a nice reflection in the window as well. And we've got all of our special decorations on now. So some are mine, some are the kids over the years. You can see their names on some of them. I put the angel up at the top. And it looks great. It looks good from outside too. And I've also put all of my little Santas and all my old snowmen and angels and things like that here at the table, as you can see. And then above it is my tree toppers, which I love. I love that collection. Here's my bells in place as well. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe and click on the little notification bell so you don't miss any of my future videos.